It's my turn to take my plate into the judges, and I'm feeling like relatively confident. The best thing that they could say to me today is that I'm not going home. Yeah, I really don't want to go home.
Poe.
Yes?
How did you feel that you went?
I was actually quite proud of myself today because I came in with quite a different attitude that I usually do, which was to not be emotional, but still cook from the heart, of course.
Do you think this dish will keep you in the competition?
I think it will keep me in the competition.
Thank you, Poe.
Thank you.
Just look at it. It's pretty close to the dessert that we saw today from Adriano.
I mean, you said it, Gary. Your first macaroons you ever made went into the bin.
They did.
Mine went into the bin a few times. Them there are absolutely spot on.
It would have to be made with sawdust and the rubber to not save Poe. That is just impeccable. That bit here looks like Homer Simpson's belly when he wasn't on a diet, and it's just bulging over the jeans, and that is impeccable.
Well, she's done a good job. She's done a really, really good job. The panna cotta's lovely and sweet. It's got good caramel flavour on it. I'd like a little bit more, to be honest. The passion fruit slick is good. It's not as thick as Adriano's. This lovely little macaroon, it's very crunchy, but there's a bit of chew right at the end, which is what you want.
Panna cotta is smooth on the palate. The caramels are lovely, the tonka bean's lovely, the vanilla is beautiful. This is a true example of a fantastic dessert.
Well, it doesn't taste of sawdust. That's going to make it almost impossible to beat, I think, because that tastes pretty much as it should be.
Taking my plate up to the judges, I'm not feeling particularly confident, but I have to take it up. Hopefully they think more of it than I do.
Sam, will this be the dish that saves you for the 10th time?
I certainly hope so, George. I had a lot of difficulty today.
What did you find difficult?
I think the macaroons, I still don't really understand where I went wrong with them, but I know they're too crisp and they're not soft and gooey in the middle.
Sam, thank you.
No problem.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Shall we taste?
Yep, let's do it. I had to take that chalky bit out of my mouth. Jasmine rice pudding on this one, the rice is raw. It's really uncomfortable. It's just like eating raw rice.
Panna cotta smooth with the right consistency. It could be a little more bitter by taking the caramel a little bit further than he has. The passion fruit slick, for me, is fantastic. There's a good amount of olive oil in there. I can taste it.
Those macaroons, it's just a disappointment.
The one thing I'm worried about with the dish is the macaroons. They just haven't popped. They're not perfectly round and they're not as plump as they should be. So I tentatively put it down in front of the judges.
Chris, how are you going to feel if you go home on the back of a macaroon?
Gutted. I wouldn't know how to process it, I don't think.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.
That's a beautiful panna cotta. It's something that you wouldn't share with a friend because you'd fight for the last spoon.
I think Poe's got a fight on her hands. That panna cotta, placed against that passion fruit slick, and the tang of the passion fruit balances beautifully. Those two flavours work really, really well. The macaroons are a little bit overcooked. The dish isn't quite as beautiful as Poe's, but in terms of flavour and in terms of texture, I reckon Chris has probably shaded it.
It's my turn to step up, and I walk into the judges, place my dish down and stand back and just hope that they enjoy the dish.
Andre, are you nervous that this is the dish that might send you home?
It was the hardest thing I did in the competition as far as the technicality of the dish goes. So if I was to go out on this dish, then so be it. It wasn't a simple dish by any means.
Thanks, Andre.
Thanks, guys.
Walking out of the restaurant is quite a relief. There's nothing else you can do. You're in the hands of the judges now.
Andre was in such a mess from the very start. He ruined, I think, 3 batches of macaroons. He still didn't get them right. I just didn't think he was going to finish. They're also half a macaroon. He's cut the bottom off to stand them up.
Ah, the old...
Yeah, cut the macaroon in half trick.
It's unfortunate.
The panna cotta's beautiful. Tastes of strong caramel, bit of bitterness, the tonka bean, the vanilla. It's the right texture, it's the right consistency. It tastes fabulous. If Andre just put that up on its own, I'd be very, very happy indeed. The macaroon's an absolute disaster from start to finish, and I don't think he recovered when he made those macaroons.
It's no excuse, we can't sit here and say they're macaroons, but hey, at least they're not, breaking your teeth as you're going through them.
Terrible, terrible passion fruit slick. A macaroon should be generous like a big 4-wheel drive tyre. Beautiful, deep, rich things. And those aren't, they're skinny. This is about who goes through to the final round, who makes it to the last week of MasterChef. We just got to make sure we get it right.
Everyone's had their dish tasted by the judges, and now it's time for us to walk in front of them, sit down and have a little chat.
I really don't want my journey to be cut short a week to the finals.
Now it's crunch time. Time for the judges to decide our fate. One of us is going home.
Tough challenge today. I think one of our hardest so far. There was a couple of standout items on all of your dishes. Things that, if we could have mixed them all up, would have produced the perfect replication of Adriano's dessert. Chris, it was a great panna cotta. The macaroons weren't as great as they could have been. They're a little flat, they didn't get a kick.
Poe, panna cotta, fantastic. Passion fruit slick, nice. Macaroons, they were good, but a little crispy.
Sam, panna cotta a little bit too loose. Passion fruit slick, possibly the best we tasted. Macaroons a disaster.
I knew that.
Andre, let's be honest, those macaroons didn't look the way they were supposed to. But, on the other hand, you delivered the best panna cotta in the competition today. It's a tough decision, but we have to make it. Chris, you came in as a good cook with quite a bit of experience. What have you learned in this competition?
I learn something every single time we cook. Every time one of you guys opens your mouth, I learn something. Every time we do work experience, I learn something. You know, I've got a long way to go, and just practicing and learning techniques and developing dishes and all those kinds of things. I'm just constantly, you know, evolving.
Po, how much do you want to win MasterChef?
You know, I used to have trouble saying that, but coming back, I really want to win it, George.
Sam,
Matt.
do you think that that test was tough enough? You've actually now reached your level, that now's the time to go?
No. Look, I still think I've got plenty more to offer, Matt. It is the only thing that I want to do in my life right now, is to be here. It's the only thing I want to do.
Andre, you had a disastrous day. How do you feel?
I don't feel good about the task. I struggled. The competition's full of surprises.
Do you think you're going home?
I hate to entertain that thought, so push it out of my head.
There's 4 of us that have played this game quite fiercely, and we've been here for such a long time now. It is a sad moment, but hopefully I can hang in there.
Of all the challenges to go out on, this is the one to leave on. This was an Everest we asked you to climb. But it's a hard decision. We've had to make that decision. And we thought long and deep about our final choices. Po, you're still in the competition. Well done.
Well done, Po. Good stuff. Well done.
Po, well done. You have come back with such a focus and a determination. Today, what you put up was spectacular. It was brilliant. And you should be so proud of yourself. You can cook, God damn it.
I'm really proud of myself today, and I don't think there's many occasions where I've said that. I really did cook with my heart in terms of just wanting so badly to stay in the competition.
Chris, you're still in the competition. Well done.
Thank you. I'm incredibly relieved to get through this pressure test.
Excellent flavours, great dish, not as beautiful as Po's, but you've shown that you can deliver when you put the pressure on you. Well done.
I've been able to smell and feel and touch this title from day one. It's just getting closer and closer to my grasp now. I've just got to stay focused.
He did a great job today. There's no doubt about that. That being said, I don't think he's the strongest person in the competition anymore.
Once again, you've reconfirmed to us that you belong in this competition to the very end. Well done.
Thank you.
Sam and Andre, it comes down to you two. It comes down to the dish you cooked.
How am I feeling? I'm a little bit nervous.
The pressure's huge. You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Andre, you're still in the competition.
No, mate. Cheers. Come on now.
Sam,
It's fine.
I'm sorry to say, mate, you're out.
That's fine.